Question number 14. Integrate with respect to x. E power x into x minus 1 by 1 plus, x plus 1 whole cube. E power x into x minus 1 by x plus 1 whole cube is given. Integral dx. When e power x appears and sum of the functions in the product, we have a formula integral e power x into f of x plus f dash of x dx is equal to e power x into f of x plus c. We have such a formula here. So we can focus according to this formula because we have e power x the product. So change it as f of x plus f dash of x here. For that purpose, listen carefully. I have to add 1 in the numerator and subtract this by the same value here, equal to integral e power x, and add and subtract x plus 1 minus 1 and then again one more minus 1 here, divided by x plus 1 whole cube. In purpose to bring x plus 1 in the numerator, I am adding 1 and subtracting 1, and already we have one more minus here. So totally we have into dx equal to integral e power x. Can split this one into x plus 1 minus 2 divided by x plus 1 whole cube into dx, and then separate the denominator to the numerator. X plus 1 by x plus 1 whole cube, which is equal to integral e power x into x plus 1 by x plus 1 whole cube minus 2 by x plus 1 whole cube. Now here power is 1, we can cancel it by power 2, 1 by into dx, and it will be equal to integral e power x into 1 by x plus 1 whole square minus 2 by x plus 1 whole cube into dx. Now look at the functions within the bracket. If we take it as f of x is equal to 1 by x plus 1 whole square, then f dash of x is equal to, its derivative f dash of x is equal to, let it be x here, derivative of 1 by x square minus 2 by x cube minus 2 by x plus 1 whole cube. Because we have only x plus 1 in the denominator, if we have other than this one, the answer will vary. But when we differentiate inside, when we differentiate, it is used a chain rule. In the chain rule, when we differentiate, listen carefully here, the derivative of f dash of x, f of x is, f dash of x is equal to, f of x is 1 by x plus 1 whole square, f dash of x is equal to, when we differentiate this, we can change it as f of x is equal to x plus 1 whole power minus 2, bring it to the numerator, and now find derivative f dash of x is equal to n x power n minus 1 minus 2 x plus 1 whole power minus 2 minus 1, and then we should differentiate and multiply the function inside the power, and x plus 1, that is x plus 1, derivative of x plus 1, that is 1 plus 0. Simplifying this, we have minus 2 by x plus 1 whole power minus 3 will turn as x plus 1 whole power plus 3. So if it is taken as f of x, the remaining, the next term is in the form of f dash of x. So we can go with the above formula, integral e power x into f of x plus f dash of x dx is equal to e power x into f of x plus c. Therefore this is in the form of, you can write here, for your convenience you can write, when we write the answer you need not write these steps, directly you can go to the answer after this step. This is in the form of integral e power x f of x plus f dash of x dx, which is equal to e power x into f of x plus c. So we have already written the formula here, so I can move here to write the answer, which is equal to, the answer is e power x into f of x. The function f of x is here 1 by x plus 1 whole square plus c. That's all. Very simple. In purpose to split f of x into f dash of x, to make x plus 1 term in the numerator, just I am adding and subtracting 1, and then combining x plus 1 and minus 2 as a different terms, x plus 1, these two terms converted to minus 2, and then separating the denominator, it will be in the form of e power x into f of x plus f dash of x dx. So we can go with the formula e power x into f of x plus c to finish the problem. So it will be equal to e power x into f of x. F of x means 1 by x plus 1 whole square plus c. Question number 15. Integrate with respect to x given. Integral e power x into 3x minus 1 by 9x square dx is given. Here we have e power x in the product. I think here we have 3, so the power should be multiplied by 3 here. So change it as e power 3x into 3x minus 1 by 9x square. In the book itself you should change this. The first edition, the given it is e power x. When we take e power x, we couldn't complete the answer correctly. So take it as e power 3x. Change in your textbook. If it is a first edition, it will be wrong. E power 3x into 3x minus 1 by 9x square dx. Now, which is equal to integral e power 3x into, we have another formula, integral e power ax into a into f of x plus f dash of x dx equal to e power ax into f of x plus c. We have another formula similar to the previous one. We have same formula, e power, instead e power x we have e power ax, the a is multiplied with f of x. In those cases we can apply e power ax into f of x dx, f of x plus c. So convert in the same form, e power ax is here. So splitting the terms, 3x by 9x square minus 1 by x square dx, 9x square dx. In this, remove 1 by 9 as common from the both terms. Now 1 by 9 integral e power 3x into cancelling 3x by x square minus 1 by x square into dx. I have removed 1 by 9 as common. So e power 3x into 3 into x by x square minus 1 by x square. Now we can cancel this 1 by x. Cancelling these two terms, 1 by x, that is equal to 1 by 9 into integral e power 3x into 3 into 1 by x minus 1 by x square dx. This is very clear now. If it is f of x, its derivative f dash of x is 1 by x square. Derivative of f of x is equal to 1 by x. Then f dash of x is equal to minus 1 by x square. Derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. So this is in the form of e power ax, e power 3x, and a into f of x, 3 into f of x minus f dash of x. The function f dash of x is minus 1 by x square into dx. It will be equal to, very easy now, we can go with the formula e power ax into a f of x plus f dash of x dx, that is equal to, by above formula we can conclude 1 by 9 constant, then e power ax, e power 3x into f of x is 1 by x into 1 by x plus c, that is therefore integral e power 3x minus 1 by 9x square into dx equal to e power 3x by 9x plus c. E power 3x by 9x plus c is the required answer. Listen here, question number 15 in the respective exercise 2.6. Instead e power x, you should change it as e power 3x, then only we can complete, otherwise it will not be completed by any of the formula. Or you should not keep 3 here. Either add power 3 or remove 3 in the numerator. To do any one of the method, you can complete the problem. Else we couldn't go with the correct answer. Now if you knew the particular answer in the textbook, you should multiply the power of x with 3, that's enough. Now splitting the terms, 3x by 9x square minus 1 by 9x square. Here we have e power ax. The previous problem we have only e power x, here we have e power ax. So if e power ax in the power, a should be multiplied with f of x. So splitting the terms and then simplifying, we have 3x by, splitting the term, we have 3x by 9x square minus 1 by 9x square. Taking 1 by 9 as common, 1 by 9 into integral e power 3x into x by 3x by x square minus 1 by x square. Now cancelling x and x square, we have 1 by x. So 3 into 1 by x minus 1 by x square. The e power 3x remains same, 1 by 9 remains same. Now 1 by 9 integral e power 3x into 3 into 1 by x minus 1 by x square. If it is taken f of x, this is f dash of x. Because f of x is 1 by x, its derivative f dash of x is minus 1 by x square. So it is in the particular form of e power ax into a f of x plus f dash of x into dx. So it will be equal to e power ax into f of x plus c. So applying the corresponding values here, the 1 by 9 remains constant same. Then integral e power ax, a into f of x plus f dash of x equal to e power ax into f of x. So e power ax, e power 3x into f of x is 1 by x plus c. This 1 by 9 is constant in the multiplied the function. So the integral value of e power 3x into 3x minus 1 by 9x square dx will be equal to e power 3x by 9x plus constant of integration c. Except question number 10 and 12, we have completed all the problems in this exercise 2.6. Now I have taken the question number 12, 1 by x into x square plus 1. Because the question number 10 and 12 are completed by using partial fraction method, so that I have kept it at last. Now here 1 by x into x square plus 1 can split into a by x plus bx plus c by x square plus 1. Here we have power 2, it is not factorable, so that we have introduced two unknown constants for x square plus 1. Here you are all familiar the method of splitting partial fraction in 11th standard. We had one exercise fully and few more examples also in that. So go through that exercise when we get into these type of problems. It should be very clear, then only you can easy to complete, because at the first step if you do mistake, it will be wrong. So keep it in mind, very carefully you should do this. Here 1 by x into x square plus 1 can split into, there are two fractions, one is x, another, there are two factors, one is x, another one is x square plus 1. Here we have power 2, it is not non-factorable, so for that purpose we are taking two values. Or it can be rearranged as ax plus b by x square plus 1 plus c by x. Any of the way you can write. You can choose this method or this way. Both way you will get the correct answer at the last. Here I have split in this way. Now multiplying, cross multiply this, 1 by x into x square plus 1 will be equal to a into x square plus 1 plus b into x square, cross multiply this, bx square plus cx whole divided by x into x square plus 1. Now omitting the denominator both sides, we have 1 equal to a into x square plus 1 plus bx square plus cx. We should find the value of a, b and c, then substituting in the first equation we will get the whole fraction split into two or more fractions. For that we need the values of a, b, c. To find a, b and c, we can go with the equating coefficient method, or we can substitute x is equal to 0 first. Look at here, substitute or put x is equal to 0, 1 into, now put put x is equal to 0 into LHS become 1 constant. Now RHS, if we substitute x is equal to 0, this is a into 1, and if we substitute x is equal to 0, b into 0 0, c into 0 again 0. So we have got the value now, that is a equal to 1. We have derived the value a equal to 1. To find two more values, that are b and c, I am choosing with the coefficient equating coefficient method here. Go with equating coefficient. That is very easy comparatively with other methods. Now equating coefficient of x square on both sides of the equation number 2. Look at here, the LHS, there is no x square term. That means the coefficient of x square is taken 0 to the left side, because no coefficient appears. For that we have taken 0. On the right side, when we multiply a into this bracket, into this function, so a into x square, that is coefficient of x square is a. Then here we have a. Here no x square. Only x square here appears. When we multiply, it will turn as a x square. In that place, coefficient of x square is a. So that is taken here. Coefficient of x square is a. And then the second term we have x square. The coefficient is b. So plus b. Because both sides are equal, the sum of the coefficients of x square in the left side should be equal to sum of the coefficients of x square in the right side. So left side coefficient is 0. So the sum of the right side coefficients is a plus b. So already we have found the value of a. Substituting a in this, 0 equal to 1 plus b, which implies b equal to minus 1. Right here, equating coefficient of x square on both sides. X square on both sides. Equating coefficient of x square on both sides, will have 0 equal to a plus b. Substituting a equal to 1, 1 plus b equal to 0, which implies b equal to minus 1. So one another value we have found, b equal to minus 1. So in purpose to find c, equate c involves only in the coefficient of x. C as a coefficient of x. So just equating coefficient of x on both sides, we will get the value. Listen here, no x term presence here, so no x value here, and then here also no x value, only x square and constant remains here, only x square term remains in the second term, so no x term in the first two terms. When focusing left side LHS, there is no x term there, so equating constant on both sides, equating constants on both sides, constant terms on both sides. Both sides of equation 2, there is no constant in the left side, so it is taken as 0. And the right side, no x term, no x term. Here we have x term, its coefficient is c, so it implies c is equal to 0. So we found all the values of a, b, c here. A equal to 1, b equal to minus 1, and c is equal to 0. Substituting these values in the equation 1, 1 by x into x square plus 1 will turn as a by x. A means we have 1 by x. Plus bx, b is also minus 1 minus x plus 0 by x square plus 1. So writing those steps here, substitute the values of a, b, c. A is equal to 1 and b equal to minus 1, c is equal to 0. A equal to 1, b equal to minus 1 and c is equal to 0. Substituting in equation number 1, we have 1 by x into x square plus 1 equal to a means 1 by x plus bx, b means minus 1, so we can write it as minus 1x plus 0 by x square plus 1, which is equal to 1 by x minus x by x square plus 1, 1 by x into x square plus 1. We have split the given whole fraction into two different fractions, 1 by x minus x by x square plus 1 into dx. Now we can go with integration. 1 by x, derivative of 1 by x is log x, so log x, log of modulus x, and then minus, when integrating this one, look at the denominator, we have x square plus 1, but in the numerator we have simply x, and minus x or minus kept here. Look at now, plus x. So its derivative is 2x. So 2 should be multiplied in the numerator in the same time, at the same time, and we should divide it by 2. So here we can split it 1 by 2 integral 2x by x square plus 1 into dx. Find the value of integral 1 by x as log x, and then bring this integral and dx to the next function here. We couldn't directly go, so just a simple alteration here. Just adjustment. That adjustment is nothing but to bring this new derivative in the numerator, we should multiply and divide the given function. And now it is easy to complete. The derivative appears in the numerator. We can go with the formula integral f dash of x by f of x dx is equal to log of modulus of f of x plus c. Now applying, we'll have which is equal to log of modulus of x and minus 1 by 2 log of modulus of x square plus 1 plus c. Because its derivative appears in numerator, we can go with the formula integral f dash of x divided by f of x dx is equal to log of modulus of x plus c. Log of modulus of x plus c. Now we can simplify more this problem, because we have a logarithmic formula log a minus log b equal to log of a by b, and then this power 1 by 2 given to the power of this modulus of x square plus 1. So this can be written as log x minus log of root of x square plus 1 plus c. Because when bringing this power to the power 1 by 2 to the power of x square plus 1, x square plus 1 whole power half is taken as root of x square plus 1. So we can divide now log a minus log b is log of a by b. So log of x by root of x square plus 1 plus c will be the correct answer. Now question number 10, this is the last problem in the exercise 2.6. Totally we have 15 problems. It seems we left some of the problems in that. The 10th one is the last one. If we complete 10th one, the exercise 2.6 will be completed. Given question is x by 2x power 4 minus 3x square minus 2 integrating integral dx. Here initially we should give some substitution for this, because it is not a quadratic function, it is a 4th degree polynomial. It is not possible to directly factorize. So substitute here x square equal to t, then x square whole square equal to t square. So the denominator become 2t square minus 3t minus 2. Then it will turn as a quadratic. For that purpose I am substituting here. Put t equal to x square in it. Now the denominator become 2x power 4 2x square whole square minus 3x square minus 2, that is equal to 2 into t square. X square is t, x power 4 split into x square into x square whole square. Then substituting t equal to x square, 2t square minus 3t minus 2. Now the denominator as a quadratic function. So then look at the numerator. In numerator we have x dx. So differentiate this function. dt by dx is equal to 2x. dt equal to 2x dx. Now dt divided by 2 equal to x dx. So substitute in equation 1, we have integral, this x dx will turn as dt by 2, 1 implies, and the remaining are 1 by 2t square, remaining are 1 by 2t square. Here x dx is dt by 2, and then remaining are 1 by 2 into this 2x power 4 minus 3x square minus 2 in terms of t, 2t square minus 3t minus 2. Now integrating this will be equal to integration of this term 1 by 2t square minus 3t minus 2. Now this is a second degree quadratic function, we can differentiate it. Sorry, we can factor it by factorizing. When multiply, it will yield -4, and when we add, it will be -3. Find two such numbers. That is -4 plus 1. When we multiply, we will get -4. When we add, we will get a -3. So we have 2 as a coefficient of t square. So divided by 2, cancelling the 2. There are two factors. One is t minus 2. The another one is 2t plus 1. There are two factors. It will be equal to integral 1 by 2 is removed as constant. Then 1 by 2t square minus 3t minus 2 will be equal to t minus 2 into 2t plus 1 into dt. Now split the given fraction into two or more fractions. Here we have two different factors, so we can split into two different fractions. So 1 by t minus 2 into 2t plus 1 will be equal to a by t minus 2 plus b by 2t plus 1. A by t minus 2 plus b by 2t plus 1. Taking LCM, 1 equal to a into 2t plus 1 plus b into t minus 2. Now eliminating the denominator, we have 1 equal to a into 2t plus 1, a into 2t plus 1, b into t minus 2. To find the value of a and b, first put t equal to 2 here. When we put t equal to 2, the term becomes 0. We can find the value of a. So 1 equal to a into substituting 2 here for t, 2 into 4 plus 1, and plus b into the total value becomes 0. So we can eliminate this. Remaining is 1 equal to 5a, which implies a equal to 1 by 5. We have found the value of a equal to 1 by 5. Then we can move to the value of b. To find b, equate the coefficient of, or equating constant on both sides. Equate constant terms, constants on both sides of the given equation. That will be 2. Equating the constants of 2. Equating constants on both sides of 2. Here constant is 1. When we multiply a inside, 1a is constant. And then here when we multiply, minus 2b is constant. Minus 2b. 1 equal to a minus 2b. Now we can substitute the value of a equal to 1 by 5 in it. We can find the value of a. So which implies 1 equal to a is 1 by 5 minus 2b. Now to find the value of b, simplify this. Here which implies, the last term implies, I am writing here, 1 equal to 1 by 5 minus 2b, 1 equal to 1 by 5 minus 2b. Now interchanging the terms, 2b equal to 1 by 5 minus 1, which is equal to 1 minus 5 by 5 equal to minus 4 by 5. Therefore 2b equal to minus 4 by 5, which implies b equal to, dividing by 2, minus 4 by 2 into 5, cancelling 2 into 4 will get minus 2 by 5. So b equal to minus 2 by 5 and a equal to 1 by 5. Substituting these values in the fraction, the whole fraction is converted into two different fractions in addition. So substituting the values of a, which implies the problem will be equal to half of integral dt by t minus 2 into 2t plus 1, that is equal to a by t minus 2 plus b by 2t plus 1. Instead a we have 1 by 5, 1 by 5 by t minus 2 plus b by, instead b we have minus 2 by 5. We found both the values here, minus 2 by 5 into 2t plus 1 into dt. Now can integrate now. Take 1 by 5 as 1 by 2 remains here, so apply 1 by 2 also here. 1 by 2 into this, 1 by 2 into this whole fraction split into two more fractions in subtraction. Now this 1 by 2 remains here, and remaining are 1 by 5 integral 1 by t minus 2 into dt, then minus 2 by 5 integral 1 by 2t plus 1 into dt. Now bringing integral and dt inside, for both the terms we will get like this. That is 1 by 2 remains here, this 1 by 5 is placed here, then remaining 1 by t minus 2 into dt. Then minus 2 by 5 here, 1 by 2 plus 2t plus 1 is here into dt. Now integrating, we will have 1 by 2 into 1 by 5. This is integral ax plus b formula. Here, like using that formula, we have log of modulus of t minus 2 and then minus 2 by 5. Here also integral dx by ax plus b formula, that is equal to 1 by a log of modulus of ax plus b, 1 by a log of modulus of ax plus b plus c formula. So now substitute here, 1 by a means 1 by 2, then log of modulus of 2t plus 1 plus the constant of integration c for both the terms. Now we can simplify this. By simplifying, these two get cancelled. Multiplying 1 by 2 inside, we have taking 1 by 5 out, 1 by 2 into 1 by 5 into log of t minus 2 minus log of 2t plus 1 plus c. Now taking 1 by 5 common from both the terms, it will be multiplied here 1 by 2 into 1 by 5. The remaining are log of t minus 2 modulus t minus 2, then minus log of 2t modulus 2t plus 1 plus c. Now multiply this, we will get the answer, that is equal to 1 by 10. 1 by 2 into 1 by 5, 1 by 10. Log a minus log b is log a by b. So log of t minus 2 divided by 2t plus 1 plus c. We have taken we have given substitution as t equal to x square. So replacing that x square here, it will be equal to 1 by 10 into log of x square minus 2 by 2x square plus 1 plus constant of integration c is the final answer. This is the last question, and we have completed the exercise number 2.6. Once again, I inform you that you should remember all the formulas then and there when you get free time. Daily you should write minimum of 3 times. If it continues, definitely you will get familiar in the chapter. Because of knowing the formulas, it is easy to apply.